From an abandoned airport, a highway to nowhere, a stadium in the middle of the Amazon forest, today we will explore 6 of the most useless megaprojects in the world. Sit back, relax, and let us begin. 1. Interstate H3 Hawaii Highway, America's 50th state, is known for its serene weather and tropical beauty. Little did many know that the island of Oahu in Hawaii was home to a significant highway project. The Interstate H3 freeway's completion marked a milestone as Hawaii's most extensive and costly public infrastructure endeavor. Its development unfolded through a complex and eventful history. A primary motivation behind constructing this highway was to establish a swift route for transporting troops and equipment across the island. Initially, this vision faced uncertainty. In 1973, the Damon family, owners of substantial Moanalua Valley land, initiated efforts to fund the project. However, their application for protection of the valley under the U.S. Department of the Interior and Hawaii State Historic Preservation Office led to Moanalua Valley's designation as a historic landmark in 1977. Consequently, the H3 highway had to find a new location. After extensive environmental assessments, the North Halawa Valley was selected as the new site for the highway. Construction efforts employed eco-conscious methods to minimize ecological impact, including erosion prevention measures such as erosion control matting and hydro-mulching to facilitate the regrowth of native vegetation. Initially estimated to cost between $50 million to $70 million in 1963, the 16-mile H3 freeway's actual construction costs soared. From 1989 to June 1997, spanning nearly a decade, the project's completion saw expenses totaling $123 billion. The lengthy journey from planning to completion spanned 37 years. Finally opened to the public on December 12, 1997, the H3 freeway's completion didn't come without controversy. Criticisms ranged from viewing it as a road to nowhere to questioning the rationale of constructing an interstate highway on an island. Moreover, objections arose due to its lack of direct connectivity to downtown Honolulu. In 1984, the U.S. Supreme Court upheld an appeals court ruling questioning transportation officials' justification for routing the freeway through Humaluhia Park. 2. Naypyidaw was envisioned as a modern metropolis boasting cutting-edge amenities. However, despite years passing, it remains largely deserted. In contrast to the former capital, which bustled with over 10 million inhabitants, Naypyidaw stands as a sprawling yet empty expanse. The prior capital faced numerous issues such as traffic congestion and susceptibility to flooding. Construction of Naypyidaw involved collaboration from 25 firms and commenced in 2002. Its existence remained unknown to the world until Myanmar's military rulers abruptly announced the relocation of government offices overnight on November 6, 2005. Spanning approximately 2,723 square miles, Naypyidaw was intended as an administrative retreat sheltering government and military entities from the rest of the Burmese populace. Its expansive highways, virtually devoid of traffic, were even designed for aircraft use. Despite its vastness and grandeur, Naypyidaw lies eerily underpopulated, with an estimated population of around 1 million. This equates to a population density of merely 339 individuals per square mile, rendering it practically a ghost city. Visitors will find scarce vehicular activity on its roads, with landmarks like the towering 99-meter Upatasanti Pagoda serving as solitary beacons. The city's creation was partly driven by a desire to showcase Myanmar's advancement and modernization. However, the staggering $4 billion investment has been criticized as a vanity project. Despite the elaborate infrastructure, including expansive roads, government edifices, hotels, and recreational venues, Naypyidaw stands as a testament to failure. The project, primarily overseen by the military, lacked engagement with the general populace, resulting in minimal demand for housing or amenities. The exorbitant living costs, inadequate public transportation, and limited employment prospects have deterred both individuals and businesses from resettling in Naypyidaw, preferring the opportunities afforded by larger cities like Yangon. Naypyidaw serves as a sobering example of a grandiose vision overshadowing practicality. Its extravagant construction costs, coupled with its lack of economic viability and public consultation, have culminated in the creation of a deserted capital city, 3. Wonderland Eurasia, touted as Europe's largest theme park, debuted in Ankara, Turkey in March 2019. However, political instability, inconsistent ride experiences, and low visitor numbers led to its abrupt closure within a year of opening. Built by the Ankara Metropolitan Municipality at a cost of hundreds of millions of dollars, the sprawling 320-acre park boasted 17 roller coasters and numerous other attractions. Despite high hopes of becoming Turkey's answer to Disneyland, the park now sits abandoned. Initially hailed by Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan as a source of national pride, Wonderland Eurasia offered an extensive array of rides and amusements within its vast 1.3 million square meter complex. Intended to accommodate up to 5 million visitors annually, the park faced challenges from the start. Technical issues, including a roller coaster malfunction shortly after inauguration, marred its reputation. Additionally, some attractions were incomplete and inaccessible to paying guests upon opening. Following a lackluster year marked by low attendance and compounded by the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, Wonderland Eurasia closed its doors permanently in February 2020. The Ankara Metropolitan Municipality, which had invested over $800 million in the project, took ownership of the park in July 2022, following a legal ruling. Subsequently, Ankara residents were surveyed regarding the park's future, with a majority expressing a desire for the site to be repurposed as a green space. 4. Ciudad Real Central Airport. Previously known by various names including Central Airport CR, Don Quixote Airport, and South Madrid Airport, stands as an international airport and long-term storage facility located south of Ciudad Real in Spain. With a hefty price tag of 1.1 billion euros, it was constructed as Spain's inaugural private international airport, opening its gates in 2009. In June 2010, Ciudad Real Airport commenced international flight operations, notably with Ryanair inaugurating its first international service from London Stansted. However, the initial excitement dwindled when Ryanair ceased operations just 5 months later due to trade agreement breakdowns and financial woes plaguing the airport. This setback, coupled with Spain's financial crisis, led to a sharp decline in air traffic, with Ciudad Real handling only a fraction of its projected passenger volume. Facing bankruptcy, the airport shuttered its operations in April 2012 after Vueling, its last flight operator, terminated its services. 7 years elapsed before the airport's revival in September 2019, albeit without scheduled passenger flights. Noteworthy features include a single runway measuring 100 meters long and 60 meters wide, ranking among Europe's longest. The passenger terminal, designed to accommodate up to 2 million passengers annually with expansion capabilities for 10 million, remained underutilized. Several factors contributed to the airport's demise, primarily stemming from inadequate planning during its construction phase. Financial and bureaucratic hurdles hindered its redevelopment until finalization in 2018. 5. Forest City. Detractors argue that the ambitious $100 billion Forest City project in Malaysia has failed to live up to its promised paradise. Initially marketed as a sprawling 7,000-acre utopia, complete with lavish apartments overlooking Singapore, Forest City has garnered a local moniker of Ghost City due to its remote location on reclaimed islands far from Johor Bahru, the nearest major city. Despite its futuristic vision, Forest City has struggled, facing challenges stemming from economic regulations, local political dynamics, and the impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic. The original plan envisioned a population of 700,000 across 4 artificial islands by 2035. However, current realities paint a starkly different picture, with only 9,000 individuals residing in the 28,000 completed units, representing a mere 10% of the project's overall completion. Launched in 2016 through a collaboration between Malaysia and Chinese property giant Country Garden, Forest City's future prospects remain uncertain, particularly given Country Garden's significant financial losses in 2023. In response, the Malaysian government has floated the idea of transforming Forest City into a special economic zone to stimulate property sales. While no official decisions have been made, proposals for enhancing transportation infrastructure, including a potential light rail system and water taxis, are under consideration. Moreover, Forest City stands in proximity to the proposed Singapore-Kuala Lumpur high-speed rail, raising questions about its connectivity to the Iskandar Puteri station. As developments unfold, The extent and nature of Forest City's integration with regional transportation networks remain to be seen. 6. Arena da Amazônia, Brazil. The Amazon rainforest envelops the urban sprawl of Manaus, the capital and largest city in the Brazilian state of Amazonas. In the heart of Manaus stands the Arena da Amazônia, constructed between 2011 and 2014. The stadium faced intense scrutiny for its remote location, exorbitant construction expenses, delays, and the tragic deaths of 3 workers. During the World Cup, enthusiasm swept through the city despite the negative attention. However, Arena da Amazônia hosted only 4 qualifying matches. Today, it remains largely dormant, occasionally hosting games involving Brazil's lower-level teams in sporadic events, such as concerts by Christian evangelical groups and Guns N' Roses. The stadium's construction cost exceeded $270 million, with $160 million financed by the state through a federal bank loan. Situated between Manaus International Airport and the city's historic center, it replaced the old Vivaldo Lima Stadium. The design, inspired by the surrounding Amazon rainforest, features a metallic exterior resembling the region's woven straw baskets. Constructed by Brazilian firm Andrada Gutierrez, the stadium incorporates sustainable elements such as rainwater recycling and natural ventilation to mitigate energy consumption. With a seating capacity of approximately 44,300, the stadium boasts amenities including a restaurant, luxury suites, and facilities for people with special needs. Despite efforts to combat Manaus's sweltering climate, which includes a reflective exterior and ample shade, England manager Roy Hodgson criticized the location's extreme heat during the 2014 World Cup, a sentiment echoed by players. Post-World Cup, the stadium's necessity has been questioned due to low local football attendance and its isolated location. Its usage has been limited to occasional lower division matches and sporadic events. However, it did host several football matches during the 2016 Olympics and some of Brazil's 2018 FIFA World Cup qualifying matches. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.